2, 1.
Ah!
So
Well,
no. You can do
Yeah.
your introduction in 1 second.
Yeah.
What flavor's worse than ruby grapefruit?
I don't. I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan of lime.
Oh, I don't know about that. I like lime.
I haven't yet mixed it with the lemon, which I'm definitely gonna try. See if that kind of ups the game. And
Yeah, but we can't go into mix factoring because that just changes
That-
everything.
That's
yeah,
a good.
that's true.
It's a great point. It's a great point. That's why we brought you on.
But you think ruby grapefruit's better than lime?
I like grapefruit more than lime. I prefer
1 second. Keep
grapefruit
it
over
going.
lime.
That's fine.
Another one I'm not too hot about, which I know is gonna stir up some
Oh my
controversy.
No, don't.
I'm not a big fan of the mango.
Ah, okay, that's fine. I thought you were gonna say black cherry, and I was gonna hang.
Black
right
cherry's the OG.
I like mango, but I'm not gonna fight to the death for it.
Yeah. If no one wants
Over ruby grapefruit?
if no
I haven't
one
had
wants
grapefruit, but I'll take mango over it.
I'll drink that.
Anyways.
Grapefruit.
Anyways,
Yeah,
up.
Kyle, I'm sorry.
This Quarantine Diaries, episode 31. I stole that line from you, Kyle. I'm welcoming in my co-host, Kyle Sawchek. Kyle, how are you?
Feeling great. How are you?
It didn't feel right taking your intro. I apologize. You take it from here. It's an all RMU episode minus me. We have Max and Dre for their second episode each. Look at this.
Big time.
Black Nation representing.
Former roommates. Bad breakup, but we're gonna try and reconcile this tonight.
Bad breakup.
Bad
Very
breakup.
bad.
Yeah. Segments. Do you have any?
A new segment I'd like to introduce. It's similar to my career question, but just with a little different twist. Bigger disappointment, Carmelo Anthony or Jon Snow? It's a good ass question.
The silence right after. The solid 3 seconds.
This Connor, you already know which way I'm gonna go.
I know your answer.
Then I'll just go later. Go ahead, you two.
I think I may agree with you though, but the thing is, Jon Snow, like his high was so high of being the king of the North, and just turned out to be such a fucking boob. But at the same time, Carmelo had the famous draft class like LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, yada yada yada,
And just won a national championship.
Yeah, like he was the guy, and was also the only one not to win a title. Fucking Darko won a title.
There's some weird parallels here between the Knicks being the Night's Watch, pretty much for both of them. You know what I'm saying? Just like victims of both their own circumstances. I think I'm gonna go. Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah,
I love Jon Snow. He's not really a disappointment. Go, Trey.
Dude, he was though. Like at the end, he was such a disappointment.
Now I know.
Jon Snow, and I don't think it's close as everybody thinks it is.
Whoa.
Because the thing about Jon Snow is he was the Prince's Promise. He didn't really let that turn out to be irrelevant.
Yes, he did.
You have Jon Snow, who was the rightful heir to the throne, and he always said he never wanted it, but then ended up killing Dany anyways because he gave it to her. Like, he could have protected everybody if he just sat on the throne. Melo, it's not Melo's fault that, those Denver teams were pretty dope, and he was at one point the best scorer in the league. He just played against Kobe and the Lakers out west, and he was always right there behind them. And also, what really hurt his career was the fact that Detroit passed on him as a national championship team and the best player in that tournament. If he goes to Detroit, you're talking about a whole different dynasty situation right there. And Melo has at least rings.
We're talking about Detroit never winning a title again if he goes to Detroit.
I don't know if they win.
Defense. He's shitty at defense. He's selfish on offense. Ruins the whole flow of every offense. He's a killer. He's a killer. He ruins teams.
Did that happen because Denver didn't have anybody, which allowed him to thrive, which made him become the star that he was? Or does he go to Detroit and fit in and kind of grow into their role naturally? He wasn't force-fed. He wasn't the
He played
guy.
the same basketball for the USA team.
He was so good for USA.
Great for the
Yeah, he was
US.
sick.
Problem with Melo is I think
for them than the damn Nuggets.
the problem with Melo is just wrong era. Like he can't like his era is like what LeBron, Kobe, Steph, Durant, like all these juggernauts. Wade, yeah. So if he was in the 90s, like he could maybe have gotten to a title. Like he's better than Karl Malone. No one's gonna tell me otherwise. Fuck Karl Malone.
Whatever.
I agree with that.
Melo's a bigger disappointment to me.
Wow.
I think I might agree because I remember when he got traded to the Knicks, like I was super stoked, and they won one playoff series with him.
I think I'm gonna side with Dre here. I like Jon Snow being the bigger disappointment because Melo still. If you ask him if he's disappointed, he's like, "I got $250 million in the bank."
Good point. I do love for the record.
Jon Snow did all that shit for free, and on top of that, I think the Targaryen being nothing is kind of the most disappointing part of this whole thing. That Dre saying that completely swayed me to Jon Snow. So
I
still
like
Melo. I don't like Jon Snow anymore.
Another point I want to make with Jon Snow is he spent the whole entire series trying to kill the Night King, and he got trapped behind a dragon. He didn't even finish the job.
I'm not blaming
Stark to do the dirty work.
I'm not blaming the shitty ending to that series on Jon Snow being disappointment. Melo had control of his own life and ruined it.
Now the better success. I think I know where everyone's gonna go, but we have to. The door's right there. Leave your bias at the door. Better success. Arguably two of my favorite athletes ever. Steph Curry, Sidney Crosby.
What's the question?
Crosby.
The better success story.
I think this is Sid's easily like the third best player of all time in hockey. People won't even give Steph the respect he deserves now. Just the resume that Crosby has though is pretty incredible, including Finals MVPs, which unfortunately our boy Steph does not have.
He does.
But we Sid every unanimous MVP. I'm playing contrarian here. I'm just playing contrarian.
Probably.
I don't know how they keep tracking. I don't know if they really announce if he's unanimous or not. But my man won back-to-back cups, and he did it with virtually the same team twice. Whereas Steph might have not ever gotten another ring if Kevin Durant doesn't go there.
I disagree. Disagree.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
I
tough.
disagree too.
It's tough because again, his first one, it took no Kyrie, no K Love, and LeBron took Matthew Dellavedova as the second best player to the 6 games.
Not true.
And then the second one they won. The third and fourth finals that they went to. It's just there was no competition at that point. No team was beating them.
We're talking story. Crosby was supposed to be that good. Everyone was doubting Steph Curry, and he went to fucking Davidson. And then even after he showed out and had set records in college, they still doubted him. And then dominated in the NBA and kind of changed the league in a sense.
Yeah,
he did.
So, I mean, he got LeBron shooting 5-6 feet behind the 3-point line now.
Yep.
Stop LeBron from winning 3 additional titles.
Yep.
That counts. Counts. I'll say this. I'm going cop out. I'm going push. I think it's a push. That's my answer because I love both of these guys. Like, I think Sid is the better athlete, but as far as like success story, as Max said, no, I don't think anyone expected Steph Curry to be this fucking good. Everyone expected Crosby to win several Stanley Cups, which he has because he's fucking Sid, and I love Sid to death. So that's why I'm going push.
You
Cop
do gotta
out.
live up to the hype, though.
Care.
All that hype, you gotta live up to it still, and Sid definitely did that. So, but I like the argument for Steph. I really do. I'm still going Sid though.
All right.
I'm fine going
Those
Sid.
those are two great ones, Connor. I like those a lot.
Those two.
They look like Sean Hunter.
Nailed it.
All right, now
I have a would you rather. Just a quick one.
would you rather? Let's do it. No, you give us two would you rathers. Give
All
us
right. I do have like just a bank of like 30 of them. All right, one.
two.
Would you rather do everything in life with one hand only or two hands? So everything you do in your whole life is either with both hands at the same time.
Whoa. Oh. Fuck, man. I'm going one hand. I'm going one hand easy. That's an easy one hand for me.
So, like, if any situation like comes up where you have to use all your strength to like pull or push something, you can only get one hand on it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Honestly, this all comes down to masturbating. Like, I can't use two hands for that. Like, that is absurd.
Have quick ability.
There's a lot of things you do. There's a lot of things you can do with one hand. A lot of things you already do with one hand. Outside of masturbating, I drive with one hand, so there's that.
That
hard
I
ass.
throw with one hand.
But
Just saying, I drive my left hand, man. That's how I do it. Could never drive a stick though.
Yeah.
what about like playing any sort of sports? Like, I know we're pretty much past that, but like, you can only play basketball with one hand. Golfing, you can only use one hand. That's pretty big.
Unfortunately for me, I'm a quarterback. I just need my right hand to throw.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get the snap under center?
Shotgun, baby.
All shotgun.
Every play.
Every single time it works. No, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like typing, I'll just sit there forever just pecking at the keyboard. I can learn to whack off with two hands.
Yeah, you can figure that out.
But at the same time, like writing with two hands, like that's a big one.
I think the big one for me is video games. Need both.
Oh shit. Yep, I'm two hands.
Does Sean play his PC with two hands? Or does he do that one-handed?
Yep.
I might have to switch to PC if that's the case.
I put in, an entire work day on Xbox and then go to work.
With both.
I need both.
And this is more of just like an adult one, carrying groceries inside because you need all your both hands like carry everything inside.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough.
I'll go two hands.
I think it's two.
All right, what's the second?
Let's do. Okay, would you rather get $50,000 now, just no questions asked, or $50 million, but you can't use any form of transportation again? Can walk. That's about it.
Oh, fucking Christ, man.
So you have to walk. You can't even rollerblade and look like a dweeb.
It's transportation, baby.
Can I pay people to carry me as they walk?
That's fine.
Can I pay for Uber?
No, that's transportation.
Oh. Then
I think I would take the 50 mil and then I would hike somewhere cool, like south by a beach. And then I would just post up somewhere epic and create the most dope man area and then just live there forever.
Could you imagine though, like, if just weeks in advance, maybe like a week in advance, they're just like, all right, hurricane's coming. Guess I better start walking right now.
Yeah. or like your friend's like, hey man, I'm having a huge party. We're all going on my yacht and it's gonna be sick. Like, I can't Can you? I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed on boats.
50K is still. You know what? No. Here's what I would do.
50 million, you
Yeah.
don't have to work.
I take the 50 million. I buy a cabin online, a nice cabin. I'm not telling you where the cabin is because I don't want any of you to come. I'm just gonna seclude myself to the world. I'll buy a wife, dogs, and we'll just live off my money. Like we'll live near a grocery store, I'll buy groceries, and that's how I'll live.
That first move is gonna be terrible.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm buying
Everything.
everything new online.
Yeah.
Everything new online, and everyone is people are putting it in all their respected places in the house. I am not doing a thing.
Give me the 50K. I just got my license like 4 years ago.
I like driving.
I like it so much.
Yeah, I think I'd that is tough. I don't really need to see the world. Give me the 50 mil.
Yeah,
You can
50, dude.
You can do a lot with 50K.
And guess what? You can fly people to see you.
Absolutely. You got the money for it. All right. Those are two would you rathers. Pretty good ones.
Good would you rather's, Kyle. But now to the main segment, the big segment. With our episode Monday, I think, with our friend John, we built a museum. With Ray, we're building a bar. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great bar, a bar that everyone wants to go to. We all came up with different ideas of what we want to include in this bar. So I'll say my idea first. The first thing I want, and it's very practical. It's not fancy. This bar is having clean bathrooms. Just clean bathrooms.
I like that.
Yeah, just good and easy. Like every bar you go. Yeah, have at it, Max.
So before we get into that, just because I'm still on a high from the Last Dance, Dennis Rodman, he had 7 games with 20+ boards and 0 points. I love that stat.
That's awesome.
That's that.
That
Yeah.
stat is all time.
That's
a cool stat. That's just how he's such a cool role player. Now go on. I'm sorry.
I'm fucking motherfuckers out. Dre, what would you like to have at this bar?
I have a bathroom thing. Can we make it like? Have you ever been to Bettis's Grill in the North Shore? I think it's like the coolest bathroom ever.
It's been a while, but I've been there. Wait, I also want to add something onto the bathroom, but you go first.
No, that's it. I just want that bathroom where you can like see out to the bar, but they can't see you in.
The one-way window. You can look out at the urinal and you can see everyone at the bar, but they can't see you.
I like that.
And I've seen this. I haven't experienced it, but I've seen it like out as like a thing that some bars have done before, where their urinals have like games that you like pee on. So like you can basically just like
my favorite games.
Right, just like there's like targets for you to hit and everything like that. It's just a nice little touch.
I'm going to add this to the bathroom real quick. If you think for a second we're having those automatic like dispense like the like paper towel things that we have to wave your hand in front of and give you half like a paper towel, no, fuck those. We're having you crank the old things out and grab as much paper towel as you need. Kyle,
we have one of those concierge guys, but he's not allowed to talk, and it says in big letters up top, no tipping allowed. I love having the idea of those guys, but I can't stand all the petty bullshit that comes along with it.
And he's Portuguese.
I don't want him in there because if someone's a shy pooper, they can't poop there, and then they have to leave.
Okay,
that's. We want the business to stay there.
It's a great point. Get him out of there.
And clean bathroom's all about environment. You want that environment very comfortable, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And we have nice spacious stalls too. Like Rivers has great stalls. Great stalls. I
have my idea for it. I've explained to Kyle before, and it might even exist already, but if it does, then we need it, and if it doesn't, then we'll make it ourselves. The entire ordering system works like normal, or We also have an app where the app is updated, and the app has our entire stock of liquors and all the beers. And if you go to pre-made drinks, it has all the prices. If you go to beers, it has all the prices.
Mhm.
Or you can make your own drink, and you can say how much of each liquor you want in it by shots and what mixers go with it. And it tells you how much it'll cost. And you can pay on the card. And when you pay on the card, your order number goes up on like a screen. The bartenders make it and call out your number. You prepay on the card the whole time, and it just works that way. So you can either customize your own drink, or you can get pre-made drinks there, all on an app, and it has a line. So that way, the line, you're not waiting in line. Sometimes you can't get a drink. The line is in order, and then you can also pay extra to skip the line and get your drink sooner.
Look at Whitman.
That's
Straight
next
card.
level.
It's a
Using
thought.
the method of ordering food, but for the
Trademark.
bar. Love that.
It's an idea. It's I'm no app man, but
It's
we can
fucking
make it up.
brilliant, is what it is.
Same idea. But also for the record, loud and clear, that's trademarked by this podcast. Thank you.
I don't even know any. I haven't heard any bars that do that. I'm not.
Our bar does it.
I don't know why it's not a
Just
thing.
take the Sheets MTO screen and putting it in front of a bar. Why haven't you done that?
You can put it in front of a bar if you don't feel like using the app on your phone, but just an app, little app.
That's
And, but I'm sure someone's doing it somewhere. But that's where society's moving. It's going to be that way soon.
I agree.
I like that, man.
Dre,
I like that a lot.
Dre, you're up. What do you got?
Mine's very
Oh,
simple.
that bitch.
Mine's very simple. I want some bars you go to, it can completely kill a mood, depending on what's going on. So mine's more about the environment. I just want a good ass DJ at all times playing the best jams ever, because some bars legitimately suck whenever you walk in and there's just terrible music playing, and I hate it. And it's always nice when Kyle's there, because Kyle takes over and destroys the game when it comes to the DJs. Like Kyle Day is always fun because Kyle always has
Good
the best
time.
jam playing.
Great time.
We'll
I
play
hate it.
Return of the Mac.
Girls take it.
Just put it on repeat, and that's
Play
fine.
Freebird.
Free bird.
That's pretty simple there.
It's simple, but it's so key. It's so true. Like, what's worse than going to a bar with shitty music? A bar with bumping ass music, like, oh, we're having a good ass time tonight.
Mm.
It's true.
It's very important too to touch all areas, touch all crowds, please everyone, not just a specific group of people as well. I actually wanted to implement. It's kind of smaller scale, but I want to lower the max capacity on this bar. I hate, like, whenever you go to Mario's or any of the Southside bars, there's just too many goddamn people. It can still be popping off, just like
Tip cap. I agree.
the size, just thin the herd a little bit, and but we don't want to like shut off friend groups who are like there, just like only need 2 people in there. But we're implementing a rule that if your friend is like outside the door trying to get in, we're full, can't do it, blah blah blah. Your friends, you need 5 people to vouch for you, and they all have to do a shot in your honor, so we make money at the bar, and then you can get in. So
A shot of our choice.
Yes. So you have to do the work for your friend. Your friend can probably buy the shots whenever he gets in because he'll be so thankful. But there has to be a rite of passage to get into this bar. Exclusivity is key.
However, I think it should be a shot, not like a super expensive one, because we're not dicks, but like we just mix a bunch of well liquors together. See how much you really like your friend.
And this will only take effect at like the peak hours on the weekend, like 11, 12, 1, 2 in the morning when we're packed to the brim. That's the only situation I'm really trying to avoid with this rule. Other than that, everybody can come in.
So it seems like I'm up now, huh? So the order goes Connor, Max, Dre, Kyle. That's the order. You know what? Screw it. I'll say this one. I think we should have a sports book at this bar. Like not a big, not a huge one, just like a little mom and pop one that you can make your bets here and there. But it only does. It depends on the season. Like I think in football season, it's just football for the weekends. Basketball, just basketball. Baseball, and so on and so forth. But then like the big fights and whatnot, all that. But just like people like to bet when they're drunk.
How about some controls in here where you could only bet on games that are on at the bar?
I was about to say live.
Yes.
Specialize in live bets and like prop bets. That's where I was gonna say, Kyle. Wow.
But if you want to bet on something that's not on TV, have to pay extra.
Sure.
Or
That's reasonable.
What if you get like how you do with the crowd? What if you get a massive crowd, like a number that votes to change the channel to this game, and everyone who does it has to put a bet in order for that game to come on the TV? Kind of like with the shot thing, to let people in, you need to people.
Yes.
So there's like so it's not just like a group of 5 superseding, group of 50. Where like you should maybe get like at least half the bar interested in that game.
Yep.
But they all have that on
Sold me. You sold me.
Well, so I like this then too. So if we're gonna do what I do pretty much every Saturday during football season, and it's gonna be called the Bet Your Tab, whatever you want to add on to it. But so whatever primetime game's coming up, like the 7-8 o'clock marquee game, you can just be like, bartender, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bet my tab, and you yes, your drinks are free. So like whenever the game's going well, you'll be like drinking more, be like, we got this shit, and then whenever it's going bad, you'll just be drinking miserably. It'll be great.
Oh, Kyle, that is brilliant. Yes. Trademark. Hey, this is trademarked.
Yep, of course.
You can only bet on everything that's already been tabbed though, and you can't tab future drinks.
I don't know. I like the future drinks idea.
because then like you just won't drink, right. And then that's like that random like what a comeback. You're like fucking no.
There's definitely some kink sword up there. It's a good idea to roll with.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so. Dennis Rodman had two 7-game streaks where he had 20 rebounds a game. 7 games in a row, 20 boards, twice in his career. That's ridiculous.
The bar's so high.
Do you know how tall he is?
6'7".
He's 6'7", and he's the best rebounder ever.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Think about that. 6'7", and he was outboarding Hakeem Olajuwon, like Karl Malone. Connor hates Karl Malone. Like all these dudes.
Karl Malone. Everyone hates Karl Malone. Fuck Karl Malone, dude. Karl Malone's a cocksucker. He's also like a shitty ass person too.
Also, his nickname was the Mailman. I don't know a single cool mailman.
Not one.
Okay, but my next thing would be, I would do.
Wait, I gotta say something.
Who's your cool mailman, Connor?
I just feel it's such a weird nickname that I'm kind of in on it. Like the mailman. Like what the fuck? Like why is he the mailman? I don't get it. That's the only thing I like about Karl Malone. Anyways, continue, Max.
Well,
he got the nickname.
But Game 7.
He got the nickname because he likes to give random dogs bones when he drives by. That's it.
He called the post his office.
That's a lie.
Anyways, the part I want to emphasize is that the bar and the kitchen are completely separate.
Yes.
Big. Yes, Mag.
So, like,
you get a ring.
The kitchen and the bar, they're not even friends. They work together. That's it. Right. They work together. The kitchen focuses on food, make sure the food's good. they open different times. Like they have their own thing. They're open at like 1, but the actual bar side might not open till like 4 on a random day. I don't know, but like the kitchen does all the good shit. And you know, I don't know what we're cooking yet. We haven't got there, but that's, you know, I just want to make sure they're separate.
You need with the kitchen, you need 2 essentials when it comes to drinking. You need good ass chicken, whether it's tenders or wings.
Tenders.
And you need some fire tacos. Those are the 2 best drinking foods out there.
I got one. Pizza by the slice. Enormous at the bar. Just half full, just for me. I'll be
that has to be pizza.
What?
No, I said it has to be good pizza, which I agree with everything both you're saying. I think it has to be tenders though over wings. Wings are too messy.
Mm-hmm.
Wings can get messy, and the sauce is on the side, so it avoids the entire mess whatsoever.
And you know what messy wings leads to?
Messy wings.
You know what messy wings leads to? Messy bathrooms.
Yes.
We have clean bathrooms.
That's right. That's why we
Because
don't do
we
messy
don't
wings.
have wings.
Yeah.
Before anyone else goes, I was just scrolling through Twitter real quick, and Dre, you don't know this person, but Kyle and Max both do. Matt McHugh, a good person. Granted, I'm also kind of drunk, and this just made me laugh. He just tweeted it out of the blue. I could drink 1,000,000 Rolling Rocks.
I love those Tony bottles. Those are so cool. Because, like, you wake up in the morning, you're just, like, 24 bottles around you, and you're just like, I fucking did that shit. But it's, like, 10 beers. So have those at the bar, too. Those are nice.
Wait, do we want to... You know how in college when people had, like, in their kitchen, above, like, their, like, cabinets and shit, like, all empty booze bottles?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to do that? Like, give people a college feel? But with, like, we'll have, like, high-class bottles, but then just, like, a Vlad thrown in the mix.
Love Vlad. But, I don't know. I feel like bars already have that vibe because they display all of their full bottles. So I don't think we need empty ones there. It was
just a suggestion. Wasn't on my list. Just came up with it on the spot.
Perfectly fine. Am I up? Or is Dre up?
So. Wait, or is Dre up? No, Dre had the food. Didn't you? So you're up, Kyle.
Okay. I think this one is kind of important. But just want to make sure, one, you have the essential games there. You need pool, darts, but often like away place too, like not like right next to the bar near the crowd. I hate when bars do that.
Darts need to be in their own separate space.
Well, yeah, of course. And then I also want Big Buck Hunter. It's one of my favorite bar games. Just put that in the corner just for me, but fucking banger of a bar game.
And the
Shuffleboard.
outdoor games like cornhole.
Yep.
Giants.
Have we established our location? Because if not, I love cabana bars. Cabana bars are my favorite, where it's like half, just that little part that's in, half in, half out. So you have an inside and an outside where everybody can go.
Agreed.
That was my idea before it was gonna go. If it was me, that's what I was gonna say, but it went to Kyle. So I'm fully on board with the cabana.
Yeah,
the cabana bar goes to Dre,
fine.
But this is
perfectly fine. This is a collaborative effort. Just happy to be here building a bar with you folks. And also this one's pretty quick, but I think it's an important part of the bar. Yes, we will have craft beers, but we will not be known as a craft beer place. So like I don't want 50 different kinds of beers, but like a rotating cast of like 12 to 20 seems like an appropriate range, because we don't want to attract all the super craft beer people because they kind of suck, frankly. But
we won't be douchey about it.
Yep.
Am I up now?
Yep.
All right. Here's my big one. Well, first, I just thought of this. Just want to throw this up. You see, at the bar at some bars where they have like drink specials, it's written on like a chalkboard. I like that.
Yeah.
I just want to do that. So here's my big one.
Okay.
It's the one where people are like, "Oh boy, Connor, like, are you Bill Gates? You're that fucking."
Oh
genius."
yeah.
Before that on my list, I had cockfighting, but we're just gonna set that aside.
But I would win every fight.
Anyways, it's kind of related to cockfighting. So every time you go to a bar, sometimes like people get a little tough, and it just causes a scene, which is just very inconvenient. So what I came up with. If two people start getting tough with one another and it looks like they're about to throw down, there will be a designated fighting area outside.
I love this.
Listen, nope. Oh, it's not done, boys. It is not done. The loser of the fight has to pay for the winner of the fight's tab, is banned for life. However, the winner, it's your get out of jail free card. If you go there again, lifetime ban.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say have the fight pit, and if two guys hate each other, they can both sign waivers, and then we put them in the rink, and everyone gets to watch the fight.
And bet on them.
Yeah, that's what the sports book is for. It all ties back together.
Holy shit!
Live betting on the winner.
So like whenever two guys like we're signing the waivers, we're fighting. The bartenders will grab the bell, ding 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 ding, and then we'll know the fight is about to happen.
Let's use technology here for these waivers. Let's not make them sign a waiver because I feel like that'll knock your adrenaline down before you're gonna fight. Like reading all the clauses.
Well,
Just
yeah,
be like,
you know what I mean.
give me your thumbprint right here. Let's
Click
go.
accept on this iPad, and you're good to go.
Exactly.
Got it in blood.
Yep.
And look, here's the thing. Like, we're not going to send you to jail or anything. Like, we're not dickheads. But, like, you lose the fight. Like, pay for the winner's tab. Get the fuck out. And I'll say this. I think we'll pay for his Uber ride home or Lyft, whatever. I think that's fair of us. I think that's fair. Like, he just got his dignity stolen from him, and, like, he has to pay for the guy who just kicked his ass's, like, tab. I think it's fair we pay for his ride home.
Fine. You can do that.
Should make him walk home.
Sure.
But
Take that out of your cut.
That, again, I'm the one who came up with the fighting ring, but
No, it's true.
I'm not gonna
okay,
call it joke
we'll
yet.
pay for half of his ride home.
There we go.
I'll call it Jeff. I'll call it Jeff Bezos because that's incredible, and it's just growing on me, just like Amazon.
A lot of people would watch that. Just think.
I'd bet on it.
Like I said, I had cockfighting just because I think no one cares about roosters or chickens. Like people would bet on it. I'd watch cockfighting. I'll just get my last two out of the way because they're both small. This is actually a pretty big one for me personally. If I hear you calling margaritas margs, lifetime ban. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate your guts. Get out.
And no warning, no signage, no rule posting everywhere. It's just something that happens if you get caught.
You make it like a bottle the back of your fucking head. Like, get out.
Someone says Marg, the music cuts.
Get him out. Or her.
Or they automatically have to go to the ring and they fight you.
Yes.
And I have a knife.
Yeah, obviously.
And my last one, we've probably been there before. Like you've gotten way too drunk, like leave a bar and like you've left your card at a bar before, or
Yeah.
it's not like uncommon.
Right.
I leave my wallet at the bar all the time.
If you leave your card at the bar or tab open, both your card and tab are mine.
So you're paying for the tab, but you get to keep their card?
Oh no, they're paying for the tab. The tab is open. I'm just drinking on their tab. And I could maybe take their card and be like, "Oh, I'll shop on Amazon real quick."
Fair.
I think that's fair. Like be more responsible.
Love it.
Those are all the ones I had.
They're good though.
I like the bars really come together here. Something exotic I would like is
Let's hear it.
behind the bar. I want a fountain of our signature drink flowing behind the bartenders. Because
Yeah.
every bar is known for one.
Absolutely.
Well, one mixture, and I don't know why. This is what I thought of. I feel like gin and juice would be the way to go, but it's probably a stupid mixture.
You can't lose that. Can't lose.
So I feel like that because every bar needs a signature drink, and I feel like that needs to flow behind us. So when they come, they're like, "I want this drink." You just throw a cup back there, and there it is. Boom, done deal.
I like it. Dre, that also made me think of something. I love when bars have their own jungle juice. I think that's fucking ballin' shit, and I would like some more of that, please. Connor?
Is smoking allowed at the bar?
Outside only.
Yeah, not inside. I don't like cigs inside at bars.
Fine.
I kind of dig cigs inside, but everyone says cigs outside. That's the
Look,
vote. Cigs outside.
There, I understand that, so that's
you
fine.
lose a large amount of people.
Yeah.
The female population.
Yep. It's very true.
Then you attract the wrong.
Because then their hair smells like cigs.
We'll have a secret Sigs Inside room for like all of our favorite customers.
In the basement where we're cockfighting.
Yeah.
What's our stance on people like vomiting at the bar? Like, do we give them like a? Is it like a one strike you're out? But what if they look super innocent?
That's me. I've every single bar that I've ever been to, I've thrown up in at one point or another. I'm pretty innocent. I get away with it a lot, so I would feel very pressured in this bar, knowing that there's a definitive throw up rule.
I would think if you can make it to the bathroom, you're safe. But if you throw up anywhere that's not in the toilet, because these are pristine bathrooms.
What about trash can?
Trash can, you're good. I think that's fair.
A big sneak away, throw up in the server's trash can by like the register and stuff. Quick moves.
I'll be the hard guy here. We don't, we have a lot of liability if anyone gets sick and gets real sick. So they're out. I'm not doing it. They're gone if they puke.
It's fair. It's fine. You know what? Sometimes you need to make a stand. Max is making the stand. That's what we're drawing the line and saying. You puke, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back.
Kicked out of our own bar so much.
Yeah.
But no, we're the owners. Like, we can break. Like, I'm smoking cigs inside. It's not gonna matter. Like, it's my fucking bar, our fucking bar.
Because we can break the rules, then I'm fine with all of these.
So, my next one, and it's really my last kind of one. But real quick, Dennis Rodman had at least 20. He had 159 games in his career where he at least had 20 plus boards, 20 plus or more, 159 games. The next closest player had 82.
Jesus.
Was it Marcus Camby?
I don't know who the next one is. But think about that. He had 159 20 plus board games. The next closest person in NBA history is 82 boards or 82 games. That's stupid.
It's probably Wilt.
Connor, are you raising your hand, Connor?
Oh.
I have two things because I have the name of the bar right now. As Max has brought up Dennis Rodman several times, his rebounding stats several times. I think our bar name 20 boards.
Perfect.
It's called Inception. That's
20 boards. Oh my god, I love it.
And I'd also like to add this to the like gaming area. And also, we can bet on this as well. I think we should just have an arm wrestling area. I like a good arm wrestling match. Like, people are down on that shit, and it's better than fighting. But you can also get your aggression out on someone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Watching Thomas Marshall's arm snap was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. So I'm out on arm wrestling.
Then don't watch.
I won't watch. I won't participate. Anyways. My idea after this last stat, he only two players in NBA history had 5,000 more rebounds than they did points. So he had 5,000 more boards than points. Him and Bill Russell. That's kind of cool. Anyways, the last thing I want is every day of the week we have some sort of special. But the main thing is if we're open, then there's a special going on. I hate when I go somewhere. Do you guys have any specials going on right now? Nope.
Nope, go fuck yourself.
Any specials going on right now? Oh, sorry. It happens in a half hour. No, I want at least one special going on the entire day.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot.
Just so when you
what's
can
the happy hour
with,
specials? Oh, I fucking missed it. Idiot.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously you'll have your happy hours, different times, sure, but we need at least one thing going the whole time.
I want some humiliation-based specials too, like slap your friend and you get $2 off your next drink, and just like stir shit up like that. Girls,
but that leads them to the fighting area where we can kick someone out.
Right. So just start the violence escalating little by little, and start with the drink specials.
Deep throat this pickle and you get a shot.
Right. Exactly. Exactly what I'm thinking. It'd be hilarious to us. People would talk about that and just be like, "You won't fucking deep throat, dude."
Oh, what's that, Chad? Yeah, you're thirsty, Chad? Oh, you're out of money? Deep throat this pickle. And Chad gets his shot.
And a throat.
A lot of potential here.
Two things. I think it's worth 2 shots because we get to take pictures of it and post it on the wall. The deep throating wall.
We have just like a TV thing where you take a picture and it ends up on that TV. Yeah, and he's on. It goes a slide. He's part of the slideshow for the remainder of the night.
I like it.
Like the camera.
Remainder forever. And this was obviously given for all the people thinking, I'll deep throat a pickle. It's not this deli ass spear pickle. It's a fucking jumbo pickle.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
It's where you can clearly tell that it was a cucumber, and you don't just think, oh, that's a pickle. You think, oh my god, that might still be a cucumber.
Wait a second. I'm gonna throw a little caveat in there. We'll find like a monster pickle. A monster pickle. But we'll make it five free shots, but it's all the same pickle. So like I have to deep throat a pickle if I run out of money. Like Dre has to deep throat the same fucking pickle. He runs out of money.
We'll get into specifics.
I'm just saying, like 5 free shots. I deep throat the shit out of that motherfucker.
So,
you just gotta pass it around.
Again, we'll swap out the pickle daily. We'll swap it out daily.
Your turn, Billy.
Johnny.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
And that was Deep Pickles with the Quarantine Diaries. Dre, what do you got?
I got this image in my head of Connor shoving this pickle, yanking it out and saying, all right, who's next?
Who's next?
Didn't want the shots.
Let's say this. If they're deep throating the pickle, they can choose whatever shot they want. I think that's fair.
It's perfectly fine.
I think that's fair. Did we lose Dre?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
He was pulling something up on his phone. Nikki probably texted him.
Nikki did text me. She told me to stop yelling, but she doesn't know about the pickle.
She's still deep throating pickles.
Is she still working?
No, she's not. That kind of calmed down for her. She's actually getting real big into these Dennis Rodman stats.
Proud of her.
All right, guys. Ooh. So it seems like we've assembled the perfect bar.
I have one more.
Have at it.
I've always thought this is a fun idea. I think it could get ruined by nerds like coming in, but we'll just try it like one night a week. Guitar Hero karaoke, where you have to go up and play Guitar Hero for the music for the whole bar. So like if you suck, the whole bar hears you suck. If you play good, everyone will be pumped about it.
I like it, but I want to add one thing.
Let's hear it.
Rock Band.
Yeah, of course. Same thing.
Guitar Hero World
Drums
Tour.
and
Yeah.
bass in there too.
Could not be more in on that idea. Yes.
I really-
I just want to go to someone's house and do that.
I know. That's basically all it comes down to was I have Guitar Hero, I have Guitar Hero 2, I have 2 guitars. I cannot find the adapters that like plug into PlayStation for them. Search my parents' house.
I need to find the drums. I want the whole shebang.
Oh, I have my Rock Band stuff here. That's all ready to go.
You have the drums there?
The wireless ones. Pretty fun.
Oh my god! Let's get the band back together.
So
Yeah.
Kyle, was this brought up from the text I sent you today
What?
about Guitar Hero from Trill?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
That idea
So
came.
I'll bring this up because I sent this text to Kyle about this guy we follow on Twitter, and the original tweet was, "How old were you when the Guitar Hero crowd booed at you when you were trying your best?" And this guy we follow goes, "Man, flashback to me absolutely in all caps, butchering Woman by Wolf Mother and the crowd booing me at the top of their collective lungs."
That was a good tweet. It sucks because like I can't relate because I'm nasty at Guitar Hero and always have been. But
Are you actually, Kyle?
I'm sick.
But you've dealt with the booze before. Don't act like you haven't dealt with the booze. All right, when you first started out, you've dealt with the booze.
It was so long ago I can't even remember them. But yeah,
I know Max knows the booze.
it's embarrassing whenever I'm like because I'm a good Guitar Hero player. Like if I'm at Dave & Buster's and I see somebody flubbing like a medium song, I'm just like, you're a piece of shit.
Being hated by a virtual crowd cuts you deep.
Dude, the booze are so funny. They're
is
so
really
Forced
funny.
me to retire.
That sound too, bong bong. It's so loud.
What was the other funny one that I sent you? And then, wait, hold on. There was one more. There's a GIF involved, so it doesn't matter. But, guys, we developed the perfect bar. However, you all went to RMU. All 3 of you. Who's the craziest colonial?
Do we know or out of us 3?
Chris
You're
Capella.
the only 3 that matter. At least to me.
I think Dre tries the hardest.
That counts.
I
By the way,
there.
Kyle is so fucking frozen.
Oh, I just thought he was mad. Like that I said Dre, and he's just like, you guys fucking kidding me.
Really?
No, he's incredibly fucking frozen. Well, Kyle, we'll end it here. Max Dre, it was. Wait!